Why do bad things happen to good people? Is it some sort of karmic justice? Proof of an unjust God? Or maybe the good people are the ones who choose to bear the bad for the sake of others? Regardless of the reason, in a world cursed with inequality, the world demands an unequal blessing, and this blessing goes by the name of Megumi Fushiguro. Greetings from the far side of the galaxy, this is your host Fury, here to share my blessings with you as we explore the unequal savior, Megumi Fushiguro. Unlike my Gojo video, I don't actually have an interview to start with this time, so let us begin where Megumi's parents began and start with his name. The surname Fushiguro is actually from his mother's side. According to what I could find, it translates into Drop of Black, a fitting name for someone who uses the 10 Shadows technique which lets him summon Shikigami from liquid darkness. Within the kanji for Fushiguro is actually a reference to a plant,
Caryophyllaceae,
also known as catchflies. More specifically, the Fushiguro plant, which is unlike others of its kind for its small, understated purple flowers, which is very reminiscent of Megumi himself. Rather quiet and soft-spoken when compared to any of his peers, preferring to stay true to himself and those with an unshakable character. Figuring out the meaning of Fushiguro wasn't easy, and I think this cute little website for it, you should really check it out. It does a ton of stuff on a variety of anime. Back to topic, Megumi is actually a female name. However, what's more interesting than that, or the meaning of Megumi, is the person who gave it to him, his father Toji. A single wish for his child living in a world full of curses to be the opposite, for Megumi translates into blessing or blessed. This honestly adds a lot to Toji's character. Unfortunately, this video isn't about Toji, but Megumi. The full context of Megumi's name is Blessed Flower or Blessed Drop of Black. The latter could very well be a reference to his technique since it's highly prized among the Zenin clan. And it's prized for a good reason too. The 10 Shadows technique is so incredibly strong and versatile that it caught the interest of the King of Curses. The premise of the technique is giving the user the ability to summon 10 Shikigami using shadows as a medium. The fact that shadows are the medium gives the technique the added advantage of not needing a talisman or charm to work. And there's the added bonus of the shadows being a sort of pocket dimension, making it a great place to store things like cursed tools. Like the name implies, there are 10 summons available, but we've only seen 7 and it can technically summon more than 10. The first ones up are the goodest boys deserving of all the jerky, the divine dogs. A pair of wolves that are actually pretty weak, seeing as one got destroyed pretty easily. However, when a Shikigami is destroyed, its power can be inherited by other Shikigami. An example of this would be the Black Dog becoming Divine Dog Totality, a Shikigami with the power to wound a special grade. The next one is Nue, a bird with lightning powers capable of messing with the nerves to stun an opponent. The third Shikigami is the Great Serpent, a giant snake Sukuna destroyed whose power hasn't been inherited yet. Next is Toad, which is a giant toad, useful for rescuing hostages, but by combining Toad and Nue, Fushiguro gets one of the ignorant ones, the Well's Unknown Abyss, which consists of smaller flying toads with powerful tongues. And after that is Max Elephant, a pink elephant, wrong elephant, as I said, a pink elephant that can shoot water out of its tube nose. Before we continue, if you anime onlys would kindly skip to this timestamp to avoid the spoiler, that'd be real swell. Rabbit Escape summons a bunch of rabbits, and despite not being an ignorant one, it doesn't seem to matter if they're destroyed. And the final one is the 8-handed sword Divergent Sila Divine General Maharaga. Packing immense physical power and the ability to adapt to any and all phenomena, it is by far the strongest Shikigami we've seen. It is so powerful Sukuna admitted it might beat him with 3 fingers, so strong that it was used to kill someone with the same technique as Gojo, so overwhelming that it has never been tamed. The only way it can be used is by starting the ritual used to tame Shikigami in combat with another person present, making it the ultimate suicide move. And hey, welcome back anime onlys! Here's your reminder to read the manga and like and subscribe. Back to topic, Megumi is quite possibly the best user for the 10 Shadows technique, seeing as the ultimate move is suicide, and to quote a human by the name of Frank Reynolds, suicide is badass. Quite fitting, since Megumi is emphatically obsessed with self-sacrifice. He doesn't hesitate to lay everything on the line on the slim chance to save others. However, he wasn't always like this. Even as far back as first grade, his sister Sumiki was the only thing on his mind. Rejecting the privilege someone like him would gain in the Zenin household for her sake alone. Enlightened to the simple truth of this world. I won't kill you, so please don't kill me either. That is the one way society kept functioning. His outlook on right and wrong was almost nihilistic, but it ultimately rang true. Do unto others what you want done to you. The good got good, and the bad got bad. That was his ideal. However, all of that came crashing down when his sister got cursed. Sumiki Fushiguro was a fundamentally good person. Better than him, but she was the victim. In his ideal world, dictated by the Golden Rule, her getting cursed was an anathema, a supreme perversion of justice. It forced him to step back and reevaluate the way he did things, to understand that choosing to forgive or not to forgive is simply a choice to be made. And the choice Fushiguro made was to make sure no one like Sumiki had to suffer an unfortunate fate ever again. And if that can happen... In an ideal world, the Golden Rule would still ring true, but this world is rife with inequality. To steal a quote from another show, not everyone is made equal. So to set things right in an unequal world, Fushiguro Megumi became its unequal savior. And this brings an end to my transmission. Leave a like and a comment, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe so you know when my transmission about Kugasaki Nobara is out. With that over, I leave you with this. The stars shine and the cosmos smiles down at us. If they can, then you can too. This is Fury, ending transmission.